And we're back for more. Oh, wow. I don't think it's particularly a wow that I'm back today. You know, I'm always back. Hello, 11. Demon Parade is such an annoyance. Surely. Oh, I love Demon Parade. My day imminent. Yeah, but I'm not one of those people who's like every week it is like, oh, the work week, and like, you know, spends their entire weekend dreading the upcoming work week and being depressed about it. Like, I'm not trying to pretend that work is great or anything, but like, good smile at work. Nope. As long as there aren't other people around, I'm probably happy and smiling.
What?
But there's a difference than being one of those guys who, you know, you work and you go back to work and you drink yourself through the night, and then you go back to work and you're like, oh, same old slog. It's like, you know. Slack off? Not necessarily. I can slow down a bit, but like, if I particularly slack off, it's pretty noticeable in terms of what does or doesn't get done with what I'm doing. I'll sleep what was yet. Nah, that's not what I do. Nope. In fact, we don't really look through bottles. We just take the bottles and put them in the bottle crusher. At least the returns, the empties, the recycled ones. You know, when you get a pallet of Bud Light bottles in, I'm not taking each case and making sure it's all Bud Light bottles. That's an issue on the manufacturing of it. If there's an issue with that, then that goes straight to them, not our doing. Your bottles, nope. It's not bottle inspector. In fact, I'm not usually the one who even crushes bottles. Generally warehouse organizer. I sit on forklift, I move things around, and then I get new things in, I have to find spots for them. And I get off the forklift, put something on a shelf, and I get back on one to move more things around. Depending on the day, but I usually spend half to 3/4 of my time at work just on a forklift. Can vary depending on the day, though. Thanks, you, Mame. I love you. Love that. By the way, when she decides to go straight down. Pellet of tea? Well, you have to be more specific than just saying tea. Yeah. I love the Demon Parade. It's my favorite. Like, there's a lot of different, like, tea. Like, first of all, I'm not selling tea by, like, the, you know, pouch where you take the tea, you put it in your water, and then you mix it together, like canned or bottled, like iced tea type thing. But even then, you gotta be like specific and like what kind of tea, what brand, right? We carry some, other people carry some. There's the alcoholic ones. Like you gotta be more descriptive with that, 11. Someone made wheat tea. I'm sure. I don't know of a major brand of wheat tea, but like I am certain it exists. But do we deal with beverages and alcohol or non-alcoholic beverages? But I do live in a state where weed is legal. Like you can distribute, sell, smoke weed, whatever. But that's not. We deal with drinks. We don't deal with weed at work. Nor do I deal with weed drinks. Distilled water. Coming right up. What type of water though? Like what brand? Like there's a lot of different waters out there. You gotta be specific. That's Saskia Naturequel? Naturequel? Not a brand we carry, unfortunately. We don't carry whatever you Germans carry, probably. Neat. Maybe I need to run my humidifier more again. been dry lately. We got like 1 day of rain the past few weeks. My eyes have been feeling dry down here. Well, maybe that's just the nature of being in the basement. Yeah, Yugi. Is that fine? Yes. Yeah, Mountain of Uwu. Very generous. Oh, she was left and never went back to the right. I actually had that movement too. That's the saddest part. Like, punished for being slow kill, but like I definitely had that movement there. Become Reimu's assistant. Probably not. It could probably be a lot of hassle. Depends. Do I get some sort of power being in Gensokyo? Being her assistant, do I get like some sort of power? Maybe then it'll be worth it. Yep, do it again. Water into muddy water? Ooh. Does Reimu know magic, though? I thought most of her shtick is just her Shrine Maiden abilities. don't know, like, does she have magic? You go up 3 times in a row if we're going down. At least that one wasn't straight down. Maybe it's a try main? Sure, totally. Because that's how it works. If you can do this, if you have the same one thing as someone else, you essentially then, right? Professional chefs cook food. I also cook food. Does that... I'm a professional chef. It's unbelievable. Holy moly. I should make a... I should open a restaurant. Liquid bottled bread. Isn't that just beer? Like, haven't we invented that long ago? Isn't that just beer? To be fair, if you don't want that, you can just drink your non-alcoholic beer. Any of the NAs. Blood toaster. Nice. Can't really have a type? What do you mean? Like, type that you're like? Are you talking about like that you're attracted to? Or are you talking about like type of Pokemon? Is that like a bad? Is it a bad thing to like certain things? I mean, how pronounced your type is a little varied. The Butcher eats everything. No, he likes like Hidden Star in Four Seasons. He likes that. Is everyone? Yeah, like people like things and then they don't like things, and then generally people have like, you know, their preferences. Now sometimes it gets a lot more pronounced in types when it comes down to this conversation, but. You know, everyone has something they're more interested or in. Sometimes it just pronounces itself more or less than others. And sometimes people are more or less vocal about it. Like, the same thing! I hate the Yellow Nuns! Around everyone else is like, yeah, definitely. We'll ignore everyone else in my top list. Like Kaneko and Aaron. And Yuyuko. If we ignore all that, then... Don't look like Yuyuko. Well, type doesn't necessarily always have to do with look as well. Like, people may have looks and things that they're more interested like that, but like other things, well... Beats in, right? Yeah, definitely. Like, 11's trying to look between the lines a little too much. You know, people have traits they hold value in, even if they aren't, like, physical traits. Traits and ideals. Go on. I don't know why it would make yourself look stupid to like certain characters. Like, besides 11 making fun of some potentially liking lollies, I don't think there's any other issue with liking characters. Alright, the lollies. I didn't say it was going to be an issue with what some of them were in your top tier. I was just going to say 11 was going to make a deal about it. I'm a hater. I don't know, you sure are obsessed with the fact that I like Remy and Sumereko. No, no, you've mentioned it before. I know I've heard it mentioned. It's usually not the go-to, but I've heard it mentioned. I know, 100%. In that case. Yeah. Let me say them. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from saying them. I don't know what you're concerned is going to happen if you do or don't say them, though, so... The giant cap is true. That's true. If you say giant catfish or Tenchi as number 1, I will laugh at you, so be mindful of that, yeah. 11 rays is a good point. You're keep dreaming, keep dreaming. Giant catfish merch. Yeah, all the giant catfish merch that totally exists. Guys, I'm coming out of the closet about my giant catfish obsession. Make yourself how impressive. Can you stop? Is she too low for me? Yeah, she was too low. Gotta love it. Don't worry, one of these days I'll make it past the early game. So you like people named Kaguya. Cool. I missed a P. It's over. Here's the thing, though. That would require me to know, like, any of those characters that aren't Kaguya. To have much... Even then, I don't think it would provoke much of a reaction from me. Can you just, like, stop? Play to the left, just be safe. Maybe playing to the right was actually safer. Yeah, thanks for your luck, Buggo. Need that if I want to get past Yamame one of these days. Why would it be bad? I'm not even going to bother looking at it, but, like, why would it be bad? In what context could it be possibly bad? Is there anything? Yes, I can see, and I can also very well see that, like, in this context, it matters nothing. Like, most of the time, if you're like, oh, this is one of my favorite characters, people are like, oh, interesting. And then they move on with their day. Oh, Zero, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I didn't see that at first. I got tired of getting bullied by Yamame, so I'm doing a little bit of practice before I go back to getting bullied by Yamame. Spell better. It's more fun. And it's a break. It's a mental change of scenery from the frustration of the early game right now. That was Nya. She's a big problem in this game. I don't usually enjoy my time with her unless it's to be fair, unless it's practice Cat's Walk, which I quite enjoy this, but the cat's a problem. She's a real bully. Look. Nice. I think that's like 10. I think that's 10 caps. Go back to your mommy. Or the Yellow-Nons. Maybe we could also get past the Yellow-Nons. Did I miss P there? No, I did not. Right, this time for sure. This time we'll get past. We'll get through stage 3, surely. Can you, like, go the other direction? Good grief. Thank you. Thank you for finally moving up. Cat watch therapy is healthy. I think it's perfectly fine. I think I could go to any attack in the late game, maybe with the exception of Sub Sun, and it would be about similar value. It's just about not doing the same thing in a row like 100 times in a row. It's like you do it a few times, and if you're briefly in a rut, you go do something else briefly just to distract you. Because otherwise, I'll keep doing stage 1 through 3 over again and get too frustrated, and then just keep looping it in a problematic way. So you gotta take a few minute break. Take a 10 set, 10 set of Cat's Walk to change your current scenery. Okay, this time for sure, Parsley. Okay, come on. Let's actually, like, not die to the Elements. Careful, we don't want to shoot these guys down. Then we won't be graze maxing. What a shame. Excuse me. Yo, the 699th shackle, I almost died. My own genius. Came out woo. Oh, I hate the LNNs. What a line. Surely the dark blue bullets give me a good line as well, right? Okay, these purple bullets not quite as... Good grief. Thank goodness I don't have to dodge through that line. That would be disgusting. Okay, we're on stage 4. Yippee-ki-yay. Meow. Yeah, don't forget to spin your cap. Part 1. Ooh, nice try, Shoddy. Yeah, no escapees. Hey, no escape. Oh, what? One try to. Dude, this is the mentally hard part of the game, is like spending 10 minutes just to get here to where like the run begins. And having to keep doing that. That's a far more mentally challenging part than practicing cat's walk. This is where the fun begins. I hate the Demon Parade. Oh, I hate the Demon Parade. I cannot recommend anybody do the same type of dodge I just did there. Oh my goodness. That was a bad Satori for my heart. Don't bottom hug. Bottom hugging is a throw. This mid boss is such a problem. Or she tried to give me a disgusting wave on that last one. You rat bastard. I don't like this line. Greatest catwalk you've ever seen? Okay, my orange have been good as of late. This is the real orange test, though. Wait a minute. Remember, no matter what happens, Can't stay brown. Fuck you. How the fuck? That might be the most impressive cap I've ever done. And I throw it to this because I'm too vertical. Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, what a shame. I'm playing high up, but, like, I've never seen that on Cannibal Spirit. I don't even know, like, I think it was just I was too high, but I really didn't think, I don't even, it must have been I was too high. I really don't actually know for sure what the cause and effect of that was. I have to go back and clip that up, Possessed Fairy, though. What the fuck was that, dude? Holy shit. I blew the entirety of my mental load on that possessed fairy. I have never improv'd it like that before, by the way. That is the first time I've ever capped that spell in that method. I have tried once or twice, but it was the first... But, like, it's never worked. It's never even come close to working. I mean, that was just... that was just disgusting. That was one of the worst. That is just an awful UNR wave. Like, there's a thread in there. It's like, it's such a ridiculously tight thread, though. That is why I always refer to UNR as being worse than PETA. Okay, that thread was kind of tight, so... What a sexy-ass PETA. Did she go down? She sure did. I do feel a lot better about that, Cannibal Spear death because that UNR, like, it was just, she was gonna give me that disgusting UNR regardless of anything else. Yeah, just drive by. Remember to kiss your birds during Takamak for good luck. Mwah. I completely overestimated where that movement would place me. Well, that was a really lucky sub-sun, at least. We take a 3-miss. Take a 3-miss every day of the week. First perfect pace up to Orin I've had in a hot minute as well. Before I go do literally anything else, I want to go... I gotta take a breather first, and also look at what... I gotta clip this atrocity real quick. Okay. Fuck you. Wow, I am still at awe over that. Okay. Let's just go into another one, shall we? Well, the beginning of the day kind of killed my confidence, but that run kind of brought my confidence right back up to where it should be, so... Oops. I cannot... I need a conversation. I need something. I need something to get my mind off that. I cannot stop thinking about that possessed fairy. Fantasia better than Necro Fantasy? I mean, you can try to rage bait me all you want. But I'm not gonna yell off about that, because, like, the bait's obvious. SMH. Bait used to be believable. No 235 power, guess we're not hitting max power before stage 2. Although the Necrophantasia versus Necrofantasy debate is a boring one, because like the obvious answer is Necrofantasy is just better. The more interesting one is, what's better, Bad Apple or Alice Maestro? That's the more interesting discussion. Well, I would say it's a more interesting discussion, but I feel like thinking about people to be like, what? Over that is too high, so. That run is gonna live rent-free in my head for a week. Also, I had chat closed, so I didn't see Eleven's comment about Needles of Yoriel being the only thing standing between me and Oku. But I also want to comment that, like, I have lost one or two runs on pace to Orin Final. I've also lost a run on pace to Orin Non 2. And I've also lost at least half a dozen on pace runs to Possessed Fairy. Let alone Needles of Yori. Less of issues. Is that how it works? If I focus the entire run around Sub-Sun, every other attack becomes easier? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, okay, so just once per boss. So, like, if I focus entirely on UNR, it makes Pet of Flare easier. But not necessarily, it doesn't make, like, Cat's Walk easier. But if I focus entirely on, like, the Vengeful Spirit, it makes Needles of Yori easier. Okay. It became a cakewalk. Do you think that could have anything to do with the fact that Illusionary Dominance is a very difficult spell that forces you to dodge and play really well, and that skill you learned trying to dodge and play very well, focusing on Illusionary Dominance, carried over to the rest of the fight? Why did I do that? I had the line where I was, and I just rushed twice. Twice! Oh, I'm throwing. I'm gonna go pee. Take a breather. My heart rate is still peaking. Not free, but attacking won't hurt you. What you don't know can't hurt you. I guess a problem that arises though is which attack is the main threat in some of the bosses. Like, let's take Oku for an example. How confident are you in saying which attack is the biggest threat? Fear of Shackles. I gotta spend my effort on that one. Hold up. Gotta be better. No, I disagree. I think it varies depending on who you'd ask. It's either PETA or UNR, but I think UNR is harder. Or is the bigger threat because UNR's high roll nature. I think the average danger level during PETA might be higher, but the problem is, I think that in terms of trying to do a perfect run, I think UNR is the bigger threat. Maybe that's just me being better at PETA. And maybe it's just more of an attack that's more custom to me, but I mean, I don't think it's a major difference. Like if I'm calling UNR the second hardest spell in the run, I'm calling PETA Flare the third hardest spell in the run. Right? Like it's really close, but I think UNR is worse. think the reasons why it's worse is highlighted exactly in the run I just had. Use Talkback. Oh, I 100% can agree with that sentiment. I mean, I was playing on Lunatic, but like when I was going for the 1cc, I had, I believe, a few Talkback and not Talkback, a few UNR and Petaflare caps. I never capped Talkback a single time. Talkback was a spell that I never capped until I started the LNB/LNN grind, like 5 months ago. And nowadays, it's... I mean, it's a threatening spell, even to me now, but, I mean, it just killed me. But it's usually more of a threat due to me messing up rather than it being super terrifying. But it's still around the top 10 area. Like, it is a threat, you have to really pay attention. You do it enough, it kind of just flows well, but, like, it's also really tight on its margins for error, so... All it takes is a single slip, and whoop, you immediately... Because the bullets are just right there. And there's no break in Talkback. Something like UNR... Like, something like UNR, there are instances where it's like you're not actively, like, dodging. Where you're just kind of, like, chilling, waiting for the next wave to approach. Petaflare, a little less so, but even then, Petaflare has some notable openings where you're looking ahead, but you're not doing anything. You're just kind of like, you're like, okay, I see, I'm just waiting a hot second. Nothing too threatening in front of me. Talkback, you have to be constantly on edge. So there's no break on it. Similar to Needles of Yore, I think. Nice. Yeah, let's not do the same thing with the lasers. Whoa, don't shoot. You gotta get our grace here. You know, this is actually a fairly common trend in this game. I think with all three of the final bosses, I cannot confidently say which attack is the hardest. I think Auron is the one I'm the most confident in saying which one's hardest. But even then, I think there's a little room for variance on the Auron line. I'm not counting the mid-boss, I'm not counting Hatswalk. Was it for Yomu and Yuyuko? For Yuyuko, the hardest attack is Sumizome. It's that, and RB's pretty close. But it's Sumizome. And for Yomu, Yomu's fairly close. Common Wisdom makes you want to say, Hellgod's Sword as being obviously her hardest. Personally, I felt myself struggling a lot more with her final. Maybe that is biased because I probably practice Hellgod Sword a lot more, but... Because Hellgod Sword is a very fun attack. Although I guess even for PCB, it honestly kind of is like that too. Where the Prism Rivers, Yomu, and Yuyuko, which attack is the hardest on each of them, is kind of up in the air. Kind of a see which one's spookier at a given time. See what it does to you. Although I think of 5 of the 6 bosses I mentioned, there is an attack that I lean for being the hardest on that boss. I think Satori is the only one that I really cannot make my mind up as to whether or not it's Mountain Toss or Demon Parade. I have changed my mind on that spell many times. On those two, many, many times. I have no confidence in which one's necessarily harder. You know, time to take the positives out of that last run, though. I've been up, very much up lately because my Orans have been so good. And you know, fine, it's fine. My damage, is it low? Nope, not low enough. And despite that, I still capped Yore. I mean, I capped Possess Fairy, for what it's worth. Although I think that is put an asterisk on that. And I capped her final, so I'm very happy about that. Under pressure, too. Like, that's kind of been the issue. Like, a lot of my runs where I've been getting my good Orans as of late have not been under pressure, but that was under pressure, and I tapped all. That's very freestyle. Yeah, freestyle's a good way to put it. Honestly, I think the advantage of like that having happened was that sucked me out of the moment so much that like all the pressure of the run disappeared because like I was so invested on that spell. Like normally, like the pressure of being on a run can hit there, and it just wasn't because. I had to spend all my effort on that. And we're back to this again. heaviest demon brave. Also, I do want to comment. That last run, that was the easiest catwalk I've ever seen. Another one missed to Satori. Name a more iconic event. Catwalk is way more enjoyable than spam. And let's not forget that, like, my biggest torment in PCB was Yomu. So I don't think I'd take that trade as much as Orin torments me. Like, can we talk about how many runs I had to Yomu? I mean, like, this is why I hate this mid. Because, like, look at that. You just, like, sometimes she just gives you the worst possible RNG in the blue waves. It's like, well, you hate to see it. You just get the, I guess I'll die. Oh, what? That angle always works. How did I mess that angle up? I might not... Did I just not drop enough? Spam's a mixed feeling. It's pretty poor, but there's a twinge of love I have for it. I can't hate it like I do something like Subsun. Hey, thanks for good luck. Have a good one, Toaster. Ooh, she tried to do the same thing, but gave me just enough space. Imagine that one. That's what happens 95% of the time on this attack. Wow, that's so much easier if you don't have to freestyle it. Who would have thought? Demon Parade. I like Mountain Toss. Demon Parade is conflicting. I think I must have just been too high. I'll have to look back at, like, after stream to see. I think I was just too high. Dude, my Needles of Yore have been so clean as of late. I'm so happy with it. Uh-oh, that was... That was wrong in two different facets. Not only did I bait the fairy improperly, I was so focused on other thing that I just boop, walk right into the popcorn. The single piece of popcorn. Instead of popcorn, no, please. You know what? Well, I'll say this. I have to do a popcorn 10 set, but my freestyle of possessed fairy has got me out of it, so I earn a reward that I'm using to get myself out of the 10 set of popcorn, right? Like that freestyle was so good, I got a voucher that just gets me out of the 10 set. You know, UNR, if you really want to make me feel better, give me the world's most disgusting wave right now. Like you did last time. No, just a very, very casual and chilled UNR, of course. You know, now we get it. It's very, very, very smooth, very simple. No real issues. No. High roll? Oh, what? Oh, what? You're like on a 4-miss run? We're not gonna high roll you now. You gotta save the high roll, obviously. What? Last run you're on a 1-miss? Yeah, let's throw the high roll then, of course. Ooh, I hesitated going to the right. I thought the line on the left was going to open, and I realized too late. It sure isn't. He moved down. Nope. He moved down that time. Don't forget to kiss your bird during talk, Mac. What? You know, every time I do Sub-Sun, I should tell myself, you know, it could be worse. It could be Lunatic Impact. It could be Seija. Nice. Could even be Demon Braid, yeah. Was that a 5-miss? Yeah. Detectives. 2 good runs on the day. Don't think I'll push the issue anymore for today, though.